Now, interestingly, despite the fact that this train, powered by coal, is going to the coal mine, it will not be fueled here.
Oh.
Because I've already set up its fueling point back at the main base, so I kind of have I think I had a dedicated coal line, or a coal line that I was intending to dedicate to just fueling trains whenever they returned to the base.
Yeah. That's going to be there. There we go.
I'm one belt short. Get that belt. There we go. Gonna have to massively restock on these supplies when I get back to base then. Right, the train should be filling up. Now, trains carry an awful lot of coal, so I'm just going to send it now.
Okay.
Because I need to go back home. But this should now run automatically. So at the moment it's told to wait for a full cargo inventory. But I could also tell it to wait for a time passed of 60 seconds. So every minute it just runs anyway, regardless of how full it is.
Might be worth having that, so then it doesn't just sit there and burn fuel.
Yeah. And then it stays at the coal drop-off until it's empty.
Yes.
Which, I mean, once the bus is full, may be a bit of an issue, but we can see how that goes in the future. We also may have to change the 60-second wait, just because I don't think it's possible to get a full cargo inventory in 60 seconds with our current inserters.
I used to give 300.
We'd have to have stack inserters to do it in that time, but for now, I think 60 seconds is fine. We want it running relatively frequently, even if it's not bringing a huge amount of coal each time.
Yes.
I mean, as it is, like the front wagon, which is the one that was filling up the least amount of time, already has 5.5 stacks in it. So that's like, it's got like 270 coal. The other wagons probably have closer to 400.
Yeah.
So we've still got a good 1.5k. And here we are, ready to unload.
Now we just need to set them up for everything else.
So, we're now getting coal in to the new boilers.
Good.
Only a sixth of this supply goes into the boiler, into the first chain of boilers.
Yeah.
And it also goes up to whatever up there you're trying to make.
I don't know where that is.
Grenades.
Yes, it goes to grenades.
So yeah, 1/6 goes to 4 boilers and grenades, 1/6 goes to another 8 boilers, and 1/6 goes to the last 8 boilers. And a sixth goes to filling up the coal train. But that will also be, I'll probably take that line to fill up all trains, I imagine. Or all trains dropping off in this area, which may just be coal and stone.
Yeah. We have a lot of excess bits just over here.
Over where?
Where the sites used to be. Because we had fairly big chests just full of parts that have been pumped into.
Fair enough.
I'm just slowly moving them out of the way, but I do have 300 inserters in my inventory. And 1,200 iron gears now.
Right, there we go.
Let's get some oil processing going.
So coal is starting to populate the bus.
Okay.
I'm going to make some blueprints, which means remembering how to make blueprints.
That is a difficulty. Right, that's tied up slightly. It'll do for now.
Okay, I can't make a blueprint while the train is here because it it tries to
copy the
infuse the train.
Well, that might not be a bad thing. Because if
It's
you're
got
copying
now.
the loading or unloading, we're going to want to do that for every thing anyway.
Right, so this is going to be called the
Is that 5,
train
6, 7, 8,
unloader.
10.
Have we got arrows? No, we've got everything else you could want as an icon, but not arrows.
But it's basically all the items have icons.
Yeah, we've also got numbers and letters. I thought we had arrows, but evidently not.
You could just try and make an arrow with the different symbols you've got.
Right, let's create the blueprint. I would also like to make a blueprint book. I'm going to put this blueprint in the blueprint book. And I'm going to name the blueprint book Train Station Stuff. And put it on my hotbar. Now, unfortunately the train has left without me.
Ah, that does seem like a bit of a problem.
It's fine, I'll just place another train. And get in it and tell it to take me to the... Well, for now, take me to the coal mine because I need coal. Oh, I don't need coal, and I really would rather you didn't fill up actually, so I'm going to have to turn you off just before you get there. But I need to go and copy the station.
Alright, science should be slowly speeding up now. Each of the different science hubs has its own red science and green science maker. What did you want automated? You wanted the mining drill.
Yeah.
Plates, gears, circuits.
Right, this is a train loader, so we're going to have... Sure, that works. Create blueprint. Then we put it into the blueprint book. And now we... awkwardly, I'm now going to reverse a train where there could be a train coming at me.
Doesn't sound like the best idea.
I should be able to see the train coming on the map. I see it. Luckily, everything worked fine. The signals functioned as intended. So it's all good.
If I do that there.
Awkwardly, the stone loading is going to have to happen on top of part of the stone patch, but at the same time we don't need the entire stone patch, so...
Yeah.
I can't bring myself to care that much, I'm going to be honest.
Fair.
So still don't have any drills. Electric mining drills. That's what we need, if you're looking for stuff to automate.
Yeah, that's what I'm currently doing.
Okay, that's good then.
I'm just trying to figure out how to get all the pieces I need up there. So...
Not going to be doing any sort of balancing at this station.
Plate, gear, circuit.
So this is stone line. If I look in here, I want to add station stone line.
Go get a splitter there.
And we will add till full or time passed of 60 seconds. Although actually I'm going to set you to a good sort of 300. Wait 5 minutes. We don't need stone that often.
No.
And then the other station is going to be the stone pickup, which doesn't exist. Oh, the stone drop off, which doesn't exist yet.
So that's going to be that. So that needs.
That's not the right way.
There.
Unintuitively, to go straight across a four-way junction, you do have to go left first.
Yeah. How many of these do you think we're going to need? These assembling machines? Probably just the one. For
making miners.
Electric drills. Yeah.
Electric drills. Yeah, probably just the one.
I'll make it compact. I'll have the output the same size as the inputs. Just 'cause it then saves space on power cables.
Oh, I'm out of. The train's run out of fuel.
Let's
put
right, all processing complete. Let's go for plastics. So, shall I automate the pump jack? We're not going to need that many of them, are we? For oil processing, the things that pull oil out of the ground.
No, because it's one per node, and there's not many nodes of it.
Yeah, is it worth automating? Are we going to automate everything?
I don't know. Are we?
I feel like we could. So if I put that there and just say output to the right, gears. That breaks it. Okay.
Right. I'm in the situation of needing to chop down a lot of trees again. Are the grenades in progress?
Grenades should be in progress, yeah. We've got 25.
Can I use grenades to destroy a forest?
You could just use a car, or grenades would also work, yes. What we want to do is just get a tank and then...
Because there's a forest in the way of my stone drop-off at the moment.
Fair. Did any of that coal go into the furnaces, the boilers, for power?
A sixth of it should have.
Because they're all empty already. I guess the other paths are building up still.
Yeah. These grenades are not terribly effective.
No. Right, I'm building 25 pump jacks, which should be plenty, really.
Yeah. Do you want to come and help me chop down some trees?
I mean, it doesn't sound like the most exciting job.
No.
To be honest.
You'd be right there. Oh, the trees are regenerating as well.
Are they?
Where the grenade damaged them, they're regenerating health.
What am I doing? I'm going to pick up some more steel, wherever the steel box is. We do have a steel box somewhere, don't we?
Probably. It should be on the bus. Or should I remove them?
You'd probably remove them, because you forget that I can't just pick it up from the bus for some reason.
No, but I'm sure I did leave them on the bus. I might have
there
moved
they are.
them, but they should be on the bus somewhere.
quite hidden.
I also might have put a limit in them so that the bus would saturate.
Possibly. I think you did. The buses
Which I
seem
don't feel
pretty
is
saturated.
unreasonable.
The buses feel pretty saturated at this point.
Yeah.
But it's only steel that has a limit on it, so I'll take the limit off.
Well, that steel was the one that was struggling to saturate. So that does make sense.
It's pretty full now. So
yeah, I did leave the game running for several hours to let it saturate.
fair. Right. Should I
God, chopping trees is so slow!
I'm going to run power up to the oil pickup.
I'll be on oil soon, but I want to finish off stone first, and all of these trees are in the way of me finishing stone.
That's fair. But I'll run up and start doing some stuff.
I will set up the oil train.
Well, oil's
we need to
different.
decide where we want to drop off. It's different because it's fluid, but it's
so
much the same.
I can just do it. Well, it's got a station and everything. I mean, how it's going to be completely different. You won't be able to copy and paste anything.
No, I know, but we do need to decide though where we're dropping it off at this end.
Yeah, I haven't given that much thought. I've just considered that we need to start picking it up before we can drop it off.
Oh dear, so many trees, all in the way.
Right. Pump jacks. There we go. So that's going to go there. So we want some. We'll get 8 pumps.
All of the trees.
There we go. Right. Oh, crafting takes such a long time to do. Right, that can go there.
The problem is we're not getting any coal at the moment because the stone train is just stopped on the main line, waiting for this drop-off point.
Yeah.
Which is why I'm saying the drop-off point sort of needs to be sorted before we set up the train.
Oh, that's fair. But that's why there's 2 of us. So I can work on this while you work on that.
We've almost cleared the space for the actual drop-off, but not for the main line past the drop-off, which is just as important.
Yeah. Right. Goes there, goes there, like that.
Right.
That's what happened. I bet a lot of storage tanks they got used up making the fluid wagons.
that does happen.
Yep.
Come on, trees. Go away. No more existence from trees. I forbid it.
The trees will always exist. I mean, it's quite useful that they regenerate themselves.
Well, they don't
I
regrow
really
completely, but if they're not fully destroyed, they regrow.
Okay. So we do need infinite wood somehow.
Yeah. Wood is the one thing you cannot farm in any way. You have to cut it down manually.
Yeah. didn't bring any pipes with me.
Gonna come
It was
back
like a
then.
bit of a mistake.